All right, welcome back to another Yes exclusive. My name is Novi. I got Benji with me.
What's up?
And today's guest, I can describe with three simple words: viral, sensational DJs. DCR Milda, PapaZxk, Matt right here. Guys, welcome to Sri Lanka. And yeah,
Thank you for having us.
What do you do, baby? What do you do?
what it do, baby boo?
Nice.
All right, so starting off, how was the flight to Sri Lanka? Like, you know.
So
Not
wait,
bad.
you came separately. I think both of you came together, right?
Yeah, I came on my own flight, so the
Alright.
flight was alright. I slept
Bro's
all the way
flying
to.
private jet out here by himself. Damn.
I wish. I ain't no DCR Milda. No private jets yet. No private jets yet.
No, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, we met at Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah, Kuala
And
Lumpur.
we
Yeah.
flew in. Yeah, I came in from Vietnam, and then you flew in from Malaysia.
Then directly from KL as well.
It wasn't that bad. It was like what, 7 hours?
So I
Just
got
to
here
give you guys
early.
the context, Papa Zack was partying last night.
Here in Sri Lanka.
Here in Sri Lanka, by the way, yeah. So
Amazing. I love it here. I love it here. Absolutely
We went and had
amazing.
some kotu, some
Yeah.
rolls, and like no, it's just
Yeah, I had Kotu. Oh, it's so good though.
Yeah,
Kotu
yeah,
is
that's
so
a-
good.
You
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
spice, though.
Yeah, I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. I'm probably gonna love the toilet a little more after this, but yeah, love it.
That's just like a proper Sri Lankan thing, by the way. Kotu
it's,
and then
it's
like,
completely
you
normal.
after.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand, huh?
Let's go to Milda real quick, yeah. The name DCR Milda. Where did that come from? What's the story behind it?
So I'm a Vietnamese from Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Growing up, my dad called me like Miloš, which is like a very traditional Czech name. And then my dad was Miloš. I'm Miloš. I have a younger brother, who's like Milan. So it was like very confusing in the family when somebody come and ask us. So then teenager age hit, like 15. I watched one episode of like Simpson. I saw the guy called Milhouse. I'm like, yo, that could be cool. And then after a week, I was like, yo, that's whack. So let's change it to Milda. And then Milda stick with me like as like a govy quote unquote name. Like everybody know me by that. And then back in the day, I used to be a dancer, and I wanted to host like a party, like a party for dance community. But dancers are very picky. They wouldn't just go to the club because they just want to listen to music.
yeah.
So I was like, yo, if I add something to my name that people would like
Yes.
recognize that I'm a dancer as well, I probably would be a successful making this party that I'm doing for the dance community. So DCR stand for like as a shortcut for dancer. Yeah, so that's So then DCR Milda, and then there was like a one point in my career I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna change my DJ name into something, because I was like, too much letters. Sometimes it's like confusing. If you type DC in your phone, the first thing they change is instead of C is R,
Yeah.
like DRC.
Yeah.
So what
yeah,
happened
yeah.
is like there was this one incident happened to me. I did the show. I was like a really upcoming DJ, and on a flyer, my name was DRC Milda, and I called the guy. I was like, "Yo, you have my name wrong," and he's like, "Yo, you not that big yet, so go with that name."
Wow.
And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "I'm not because of you. I'm gonna not call the guy to change the name and do the flyer again, bro." I was so pissed. I took it so personally, like to my heart. I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna work so hard so nobody will mistake and misspell my name ever again."
Hell yeah.
And
Hell
knocking on whatever we have right now, that no one's gonna do that because couple of
please.
weeks ago, it's crazy. Couple of weeks ago, somebody misspelled that. And then and we had that conversation and somebody misspelled. I'm like, damn. Okay, I spoke too soon, but yeah, that's how it all came together.
Hey, but we're calling you DCR Milda, not
Yes, sir.
DRC at all.
You
Almost. That was because he was saying DRC Milda. for a
Messed
second.
up, messed up, Snowy.
Sorry
But
about
yeah,
that. Sorry about
all
that.
good,
But
man.
then again, hey. So Papa Zack actually.
So you got it from Isaac. I
Yeah,
presume,
Isaac's my
right?
real name,
So
yeah.
what's up with the Papa? What's up with the Papa?
Okay, so my real name is Isaac. My friends call me Zach. And then the word Papa in front was meant to be a joke. But it started in high school actually. I called myself Papa Zack as a joke. Then eventually it became my gamer tag, and eventually
You know
and then I started working remotely, and then my Discord name was Papa Zack. So my clients started calling me Papa Zack. I'm like, whoa, okay. So that became my Instagram handle naturally.
Fair
And then
enough.
it really did start off as a joke, because like at the if you watch back to my first few content, right, I was just mixing like meme songs, trying to make
Yeah.
it funny,
Oh, okay.
trying to make it funny.
You still use the fa and
And the brother, I had that on my laptop.
yeah.
Yeah. So like I was just mixing like funny songs, like meme songs for fun, and then like eventually one thing led to another. I made a career for myself by doing content, and then
yeah.
the name just kind of stuck, and I couldn't change it anymore. So here we are.
So
PapaZxk.
wait, you like have some regret for it, or
Not really, because I feel like I'm naturally like a funny guy at heart.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like it fits my personality,
fair enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
PapaZxk is amazing.
and it gets people going. It starts conversations. So I mean, it's not a bad thing, right?
Exactly. No, because we were very curious, like, where did the Papa come from? We were like, okay, it either has to be a gamer tag.
So he goes by his gamer tag too. So Snowy is his gamer tag,
that's my
and
gamer tag.
that's not his real name.
So that was like the full explanation. But the easier explanation my manager likes to tell people is just, oh, he likes to be called Papa. So I mean, I'll go with that too. I'm not gonna complain.
Depends who you say that though.
Depends who says it. Depends who says it.
Who you saying that to though?
What is it weird?
Papa Zack.
But yeah,
Just going like that. Yeah, nah. But let's go back to Milda for a second. Like, so you are a blend of a lot of cultures, right? Like, you carry like a Vietnamese heritage, a Czech upbringing, and a Toronto career, right? So 3 very different cultural worlds. So when you're in the booth, which of these identities like take over? Like, or does all of 3 of them like, come at the same time?
Well, I feel like I got to the point now in my career where I'm like all over the place, and I always say like it doesn't matter about the genre anymore at this point in my career. It's more about the energy.
Yeah.
So when I go to like places like Sri Lanka or like places I've never been before, I try to really do a research about the country and then see like how I can influence, how I can add my sauce into it. Shout out to my label, More Sauce Music. And then I feel like there's not really a specific part of me taking over. If anything, it depends on like if I go to like, let's say Vietnam, then like the Viet side of me would like take over more, and I would play like more Vina houses we talk about like earlier, where I'm like paying more attention to it. But to be honest, like just in like a day-to-day like show now, it's more so like how I can bring the energy and how I can blend all these like culture, which is beyond just like Czech, Viet, and Canadian to the set, but it's like just all over the place and more like focusing on energy,
So you did this remix of Adam Barai Baluanang.
Yeah.
And a few other remixes of Kem Kakula and stuff. So that is like, I'm guessing, the research that you did about Sri Lanka, yeah?
Exactly. Like I would like listen to the song and then I was like, it's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't fit in the set of the type of energy I would play. So I would like find a way or do a research or find a producers or work with somebody or on my own how we can bring these, very culture things that like I would like play it and people were like, wow, how did this guy even know about this? That's why I have
exactly. It went viral as heck here in Lanka.
Somebody literally this morning, if you're not gonna play this song tonight, we're gonna go riot. I'm like, yeah.
Do you have any other remixes like that?
Yo, how about you come tonight and you will see?
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
will see.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
You know?
We'll be there. I mean, to add context, right? Me and Benji, as soon as we saw that the event was announced and the DJs, we were like, you know what? We're going. I don't care how much the ticket is. We are like, all right, PapaZxk's there, Milda's there, Shangyu's there. We're going. Joe Lobel's there. We were like, we're going, bro. That's it. Like,
I feel like tonight is gonna be the place to be, bro, in this whole country,
100%.
honestly.
It is.
You guys sound hyped up, and that's what's like important to us too. Like, you guys are really excited. You're bringing in the energy, and like that matters like more than anything. And
Thank you.
Yeah, Papa Zack. Now, your live sets, like you do a lot of R&B. To be honest, you do a lot of R&B, some Miami bass, and like genres. You span a lot of continents. You're kind of like Milda, but more in the sense that you stick to genres, even though you're based in just KL, right?
Yeah.
So, growing up in Malaysia, how did you develop a deep relationship with these sounds, like with these songs and stuff from other continents?
I mean, oh wow. I think it's just my journey, right? In life in general. Like I was raised Chinese. I grew up in a church, so I listened to like everything. Like my mom would play like Chinese songs at home. My in church I'll listen to gospel music. And then like when I go to high school, everyone's like hip hop, R&B. And then I had friends who were into like the EDM stuff as well. So it's like I think the things that I play and the way I go open format is just a reflection of what I grew up with and what I've always loved listening to. So growing up, I remember in high school, I was like one of the first few people in my class who memorized almost every Eminem song word for word. But then it's like, but then when I get home and then I listen to like the oldies with my mom as well, and then like I will listen to all the girl pop, like the Taylor Swift stuff with my sister as well. So it's like, yeah, I think growing up I kept that spirit of like just listening to everything, giving everything a shot, right? And then like learning to appreciate, even if I don't know how to, I guess, enjoy a certain genre, I still have, I guess I still have this ability to like understand why people enjoy it, right? So it's like I listen to Bollywood as well at times, and then it's like, yeah, and then I don't know the words, but
Neither do we.
K-pop as well. I don't know the words, but then it's like I understand why people love it. I understand why there's an appeal for it. Yeah. So it's like I think the way I play now is just a reflection of that, and I think it resonates with people because like people who grow up in a similar way that I did would know how to like also resonate with the sound,
Yeah.
and the energy of it all, and the words.
Fair
We
enough.
gotta talk to Mehmet as well because he's gonna be the host tonight.
And
How
he's got-
excited are we?
Bro, very excited, bro. I remember getting the call. I was like, shout out to
Shout out to
DJ
Cooler.
Cooler. Yeah, shout out to Cooler, man. When he gave me the call, I was like, bro, you for real? You think I'm ready, bro? That's the reason why I'm calling you. Okay. Better don't question the man. So I was like, yeah, bro, I'm excited. Cause like being around these talents, man, I'll never actually like believe that I'm actually sitting here with you guys for sure, you know. So yeah, I'm excited, and of course, enjoying the cultures of Sri Lanka because I have friends, sisters friends who are also Sri Lankans. So
Okay.
we met each other, but it's just I've never been to Sri Lanka. So it's
Okay.
my first time, so I can't wait to enjoy this moment with you guys, man.
Hell yeah.
How long are you planning on being here, Matt?
I'm here until Monday. So
Until Monday, okay.
technically, like what they say, tomorrow is my off day. So I just have
You
one
can just do whatever you want around
yeah,
Colombo.
man, for sure,
Just-
Tomorrow as well.
for sure, man. Let's do it.
Let's go back to Milda. All right, Milda, this is a very personal question. What's the appeal behind matcha? Because, like, you know, we were watching one of your videos. You were, like, just sipping matcha on a random Tuesday afternoon.
Hold on, matcha, bro. The
Yeah.
last time I had matcha was last year.
Oh,
With a certain friend of yours.
You know, it's like a certain period of time in your life where you have a lot of questions and you do a lot of things which are very questionable. One of those questionable things was matcha.
Oh, so
tastes
wait,
like grass.
you just didn't enjoy it?
bro.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not judging people drinking matcha. Okay, I'm not judging
It's a bit
matcha
too
company,
late.
just in case you wanna sponsor me. But I'm not like I feel like it's not really like my thing. Actually, shout out to Jay in Australia. I just did Australia last week,
Yeah.
and they did some type of like a tea with matcha. And he was like, "Yo, I know that, like, I don't know if you like matcha or not, because, like, you know, the matcha has like a very like a distinct taste.
Yeah.
And this did not taste like matcha at all. So shout out to Jay for putting me on that. And I literally, I was like, bro, I drink this 4 times in my life, and this is my 4th time. I don't think this is my thing. But no, I switched to green juice. I mean, we've been doing a lot of like wellness stuff as well.
Yeah.
Talking about like matcha, we just did a rave matcha in Australia. I did not have a matcha though. But I mean,
Let's
I
make sure
see,
they
I
don't do that.
understand why people are pushing that type of narrative and the drinks itself, and it's like, you know, association with like a certain type of people and certain type of activities. But it's not me anymore. That story you saw the random Tuesday, brother. That's an old Milda. We're talking to a different now. Yeah.
Changes with the haircut, basically.
Changes with
I mean, to be fair, when we first met, we drank matcha too. Okay.
what? No way.
That was the first time ever we met, and with Mr. C, right?
Mr. C, yeah.
Mr. C, shout out to Mr. C from Australia as well. First link up. That was my second time.
Second.
Second time in Malaysia, and we found this super overhyped matcha spot, bro. Line up. We just look around
Media
like, yo,
sessions.
either you are someone boyfriend out here, or you just a IG baddie, and we 3 like just sat in front, and we had like a really good conversation. But that was crazy.
Yeah, just 3 dudes drinking matcha together, man.
At the front door, bro.
What more can you ask for?
No weird at all.
Oh my goodness.
Now,
All right.
speaking of social media, Papa Zack, now, your live clips go viral a lot, right? Now, is it always about the 15-second clip, 15-second moment, or is it the 2-hour journey that matters to you?
I think it's more about the 2-hour journey, right? Because like the clips come and go, but then it's the 2 hour journey that people really remember you for.
Yeah.
So it's like, of course, it's like, I think we all do it to an extent, which is like, the 2 hour set is always the main thing. We just try to find moments within that set to clip into 15 seconds. And then people will see the 15 seconds and they come and go. Like they really do. Things go viral and things die down. But then it's like, it's the 2 hour set where people will really remember you for and come back for.
Yeah.
So I think Milda does a good job of this as well, which is like the set is it's the long form set on YouTube that really resonates with the people and makes them want to come experience the whole thing, because the clips are just it's just the way I see it is like the clips are just a
Marketing.
means for people to know you,
Yeah.
to see you, but it's not what necessarily people will remember you for it, but people won't remember how they feel compared to a 2 hour set, right?
You just have to be there.
You were saying you were saying
You felt you were like put on the spot there. Let's-
Feeling the vibe, bro. Was like, yeah, right, yeah. And then it just came out of my mouth. Yeah, you have to be there.
No, for real though. Like I feel like I do agree. If I can add on that, I feel like the 15 second is literally just a trailer for the
Yeah.
bigger movie. I feel like that's why also it's a both side though. It's like a coin, right? The two side. There's a lot of haters on that side as well, but there's also a lot of wow. And when I say like a lot of haters, because we live in a world where the attention span is so short. Anything that's more than 8 seconds, I cannot even like if I don't get hooked immediately, like yo, move on to the next thing. I'm scrolling down, right? And then we live in the era also though, like again, I'm not judging anybody, same like matcha. A lot of these hype content, 15 second, when you go to the actual set, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a certain expectation. But then on the flip side, like myself or Papa Jack or like Papa Zack, and everybody around on the lineup tonight. Like I feel like we get to the point that the skill is very important for us, and we came from the era. Now I sound old as hell, but I've been doing this for like 12 years. I've been doing this since I was 15. When social media, there was no 15-second clip. There was like like my set, like my regular set was 10 hours, 10 hour long set, right? That's how I started, and I feel like people sometimes they don't understand that like this years and years behind in order for you to put this 15 second, how everybody's like high up dressing nice and react to the music, but then when you actually go to the show and the reality is actually like those 15 second, and obviously as he said before, there's ups and down momentum in the set, right? It's not like always hype because people would probably lose their mind. But definitely like those 15 second is nowadays 2016 moving forward, I don't know how long, but it's a primary key and like the tool for us to like drive all these shows. And also, I'm not gonna lie, 85% of my shows lately I've been doing came from those 15 seconds, like reels. That's like how people like promoters, club owners get excited. Like,
That's
oh my
true.
God, if this is a vibe, like I want to experience this. But then it's up to you if you can deliver that, if you can really like, oh damn, this is like what's actually like, he's like true to himself like that. It's not just like, because a lot of time people like see my stuff and then they're like, oh, he's like pre-recorded set, I never play a pre-recorded set in my entire life. Everything I do, doesn't matter if I do it like every day or like 5 days a week, 7 days a week, everything is like live, right? But I feel like because there's so much practice to go behind that, there's so many hours we lock in, and he knows that, you guys know that sometimes you do it so seamlessly that it looks like it has to be pre-recorded, right? But don't get me wrong though, like when you get to the places like biggest festival in the world, you need to be doing pre-recorded set to sing with the visual that you spend $1,000 with the pyro, with like all other stuff that is depending on that. It's not just the music no more, it's just the whole experience, you know what I'm saying? So definitely I feel like for people like music lovers or like party goers, the 2 hours experience or like 1 hour plus experience is the key, but like 15 seconds what gets you in the door at the first place, in my opinion.
Got it.
Fair enough.
That's exactly how it is, actually.
All right, I'm just gonna throw this question to you guys. Like, when it comes to like selection of music, right? Like for a set, like what's the process behind that?
The location or like the vibe, the people, like how do y'all look through
go first?
Long answers.
The selection and the selection process. I think a lot of us, like, we have done it so much to a point where it's like we have little chunks that we can pull from everywhere. And then, like, we know, like, okay, there's these 4 songs, they go hand in hand with one another. These 4 songs go hand in hand with one another. And then I think we have done it for quite some time, and to a point where we are able to, like, pull from these different experiences from the past, and then, like, put it together and make decisions on the fly when we are actually DJing. The process, but also there's a lot of variables that go into it, right? Like, there's also, like, the demographic, and also, like, where are you playing? Who are you playing for? What are you playing? What time are you playing? What the event expects of you, and it's all these little things that come together, and our jobs as DJs is to figure that out. That is what we do on a daily basis. That is what is expected of. That is the job scope, right?
Yeah.
Our job scope. So, I think that's about it. Like, at the end of the day, it's like all these decisions are made. Sometimes decisions are wrong. Sometimes decisions are right. But of course, the only way to get more right decisions compared to wrong decisions are based on your experiences. And experience is not something you can teach. Experience is not something you can buy. It really just comes down to, like, the amount of hours you've been doing this for, how many hours you've logged into this craft, and you roll from there. You know.
How many times you up? How many times you make, you know? How many times you screw up? You know?
That's fine.
Yeah. How
Can
many
live
times
with
like
it.
you on the dance? Oh, yo, I have this song. Yeah, watch this, bro. I'm gonna play it. Everybody's go nuts. Play the song. Everybody leave.
Yeah.
How many times of that? Yeah, but
We've all gone through that. We've all gone through that.
Comes with
We all learn
experience,
from it.
basically, yeah.
I feel like, you know, you have to really, as Papa Zack said, like, you have to really go through that. You have to go through it, but you have to be, like, in that moment to feel like, yo, I screw up. How do I get out from here? I make the note, and now I won't do that again. Or I do it, but I do it differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like till this day, I've been doing this for, as I mentioned before, since the day one. I've been on Serato, and people are like, yo, why are you, like, on Serato? Why don't you switch on stick? You know, USB is easier for you and stuff. I started as an open format DJ, mainly on the hip hop. So the way how I download music is I sort music by the genre. I don't do, like, playlists. Now I do playlists because I feel like now people book me off, like, who I am and the energy and, like, certain expectation. But before, you just walk in the club. I used to do this party called Miss Monday back in Toronto every Monday for the last 4 years. And for real, when I walk in there, I would, like, download, like, all the newest music and everything sorted by the genre, right? And what I would do, I would light up the place because the place was super dark. There's no light, nothing. It was, like, a very intimate place. I would light up and I would see, like, the genre, like, the gender, like, guys, girl, the ratio, what's the ethnicity, black, Asian, white, and I would just, like, try to, like, figure out in my head what are the next 5 songs I would go. And I feel like for a DJ, like, for myself especially, when I started with, like, 5 songs strong, I have certain, like, mark where I'm like, okay, maybe in 15 minutes I need to be in a certain BPM in a certain genre, and I work backwards. But again, I feel like, back to his point, you have to get to a certain point in your career where you do it so much now that you can think, like, 10 steps ahead like that. Because a lot of DJ, like, nowadays, I see they DJ and they're still, like, trying to figure out the controller. They're still trying to figure out, like, the equipment. They don't know what is what, right? But in my mind, I'm like, yo, I'm already on autopilot. I'm already, like, I don't even watch. I'm just, like, picking song because I know what goes well with this, what goes well with that. And there's certain combo that we do that we know always, like, always, 10 times out of 10, I do this, it will win the crowd. So it definitely, like, you know, depends on, like, also, like, the setting, where you playing, what time you playing. Because a lot of time, like, you know, the ego played a big part in this as well. Sometimes people mistaken of, like, you know, the place and the time, and you shouldn't be playing this at 9 p.m. because, you know, usually get booked at 1 a.m. whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it probably go to that. But I feel like the art behind this is the being spontaneous, like the freestyle part.
Yeah.
Like you never know where this crowd gonna lead you to. Sometimes you so sure about, like, yo, if I play this song, as I said before, is it gonna go crazy? No, it did not go crazy. So how are you gonna recover from this, and how are you gonna try different genre in order for you to, like, do better? You know, because, like, sometimes, like, it's not even your fault. Sometimes it's like you never been in that place before. You know, like, I remember the first time I came back to Vietnam was 3 years ago, and they invited me to play this like they call it like a hip hop night, right?
Yeah.
And they have like Central C on a flyer, but it was my name on it, like all this crazy stuff. So and I was like, and
Happens, it
yeah,
happens.
it happens. But like, bro, we're in Asia, you know, like you never see, you know, like you never know. And I just walk in there and with my manager, Photo Will, we walk in. I was like, bro, it's like this set, bro, it's easy. I'm gonna crush this shit. Like, watch, bro, play the biggest hit like 3 years ago, like Doja, Dior, bro. The crowd, nobody moved, like absolutely nobody moved. I look at him, I'm like, yo, I think I suck, bro. As a DJ, he's like, no, you just gotta read the crowd and lock in. So then I was like, okay, maybe he's the guy who was right. And then so I was just like, start playing a different genre. I start playing funk, nobody react. I start playing deep house, nobody react. I start playing like a regular like house, like bass house, nobody react. And then bro, I went to like techno. And bro, the crowd lost their shit. So I'm like, okay, I got them. It took me like maybe 25 minutes to figure all this shit out. I thought that like everybody's gonna leave. So I was already on that like BPM 138 plus whatever. And I was keep doing it and I keep like, once you hit the flow, you go on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then at the end of the night, I asked the promoter, I'm just like, guys, you guys have a techno crowd here. Why there's a Central C and it's called hip hop night? They were like, because we want people to dress code as a hip hop, but the music is a house music. I'm like, and nobody like wanted to tell me that. Like I'm walking in here playing Doja, like Dior, all this, and like you guys just want people to dress up in like street clothing, but like I'm like, bro, this is crazy. So, yeah.
So we got one last question for the two of you, right?
Yeah.
Basically, if you could collaborate with any DJ in the world,
Back to back.
who would it be?
I have the answer in my mind, like bro, like dead or alive, it doesn't matter.
Dead or alive doesn't matter. It can be a 4-hour set, 2-hour set, as big as a set as possible.
Bro, DJ
Like,
Snake.
DJ Snake,
bro,
all right,
From day
all
one,
right,
bro.
all right.
From day one, DJ Snake.
I think you kind of have his energy, to be honest. Like,
bro.
I mean, he's not wrong.
he's not.
You got the fit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Yo, DJ Snake, okay? Watch, I'm coming.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah, I'm coming. Manifesting right now. 101.
What about you, Papa Zack?
I don't even know, man. Like, from the very beginning of my journey, though, I found wordplay from Joe Lobel. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Like, I'm
watched-
glazing
yeah.
right now. Stop.
Nice and nice.
I'm glazing right now. Not like,
Nice and
but
Can we make that happen too?
no, but I found wordplay. I've always loved hip hop, right? But then
Yeah.
it's like, I found wordplay from Joe Lobel and I saw that it blew my mind. And then
Yeah.
I just tried to do it and then like, here I am, right? So I don't even have an answer for that. I want to collaborate with everyone because I love working with people. But put me on the spot, I don't know. I guess Joe Lobel. I don't know, man.
And the coolest thing you do is you do wordplay with memes.
Yeah.
With meme songs, and I think that's
what I
the
love,
funniest shit
bro.
ever. That's
Alright,
so funny.
I think it's time we wrap things up here.
Yeah.
Guys, we have a lot more questions to ask, but then again, hey, time is of the essence, so we gotta make a move. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for watching. DCR Milda, we got Papa Zack, Matt
Mad
right
Matt.
here. He's gonna be hosting tonight. Viral Fest 2026, baby. We'll see you there, all right, at Cinnamon Life City of Dreams. Love it, all right. So, Benji, we are super excited. We are
We're
hyped
very
up.
excited. We're
Yeah.
way too excited that we
Also,
just
quick
want-
shout out going out to Yobi Asian Food in Czech Republic.
Yes, sir.
We had to add that because we had to show the research that we did here. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. This is Snowy and Benji signing out.
Peace.
Love.
See you guys.
Yes, 101.